Okay, here we are.
Oh, is it going?
Yep.
It is December 30th, Saturday. It's a special day for us.
It is a special day.
Our 1 year
Where are you going, Grace?
temple sealing anniversary.
Where are you going?
And so we decided to go to the temple today.
Yes,
it
we
was
did.
our second time going. Gracie. It was our second time going and it was pretty cool.
It was. We went to the Daybreak Temple, which is in, what is it, the west side of the valley-ish?
Yes.
So, Grace, you're blocking Mom on camera there. And you're taking our lights as well.
Gracie.
Hey. Alright, you're going to do some crawling in this video.
Want the fish?
So Grace went and stayed at a friend's house.
Yes.
And she behaved herself, sounds like. She had some gas, but other than that, she had a great time.
Yes,
She was
we
super
got a
talkative.
text message saying that Grace knows how to stink up a room.
Yeah.
Say woo! And I said that was my fault because we gave Grace some different food. It was like chicken and stars.
Chicken
kind
noodle, like with peas,
Mm.
carrots,
Yeah,
noodles, and broth.
yeah.
So we're just trying something out. She didn't eat a lot of it, but
It's probably apparently enough.
hey, Pew, pew, pew. Hey, pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. Hey.
That's it.
Yeah.
So yes, we left the house this morning at
7.
7, and we
We
got
were all up at 5 anyway, so
yeah.
someone was up at 5.
Her face is
It's
so
so
white.
white. In the camera.
Great day. Are you waving?
Wave it, she can't quite get it. It's just out of reach.
Ah.
Ah.
So yeah,
Woo!
good day. What else were we gonna do? Oh, we got Grace a little high chair thing that sits on a regular chair and like straps to it. Has a tray.
Yeah,
so
Mama needed a high chair for when she's...
because normally
Not
she's in her
because, you just
no.
needed it.
Well, her jumper is in the hallway.
I know.
And in the mornings when it's breakfast time, the hallway is really cold while the fire in the house is heating up. And I wanted to be in a warm room. So we got that. And I always eat at the same time Grace does. So this will be easier for me to eat the same time she does. Gracie! Hi. Go. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. Stop.
So the temple was wonderful. Cruised around Salt Lake.
A lot of
taking
cool
care
things happened at the
chores.
temple today.
Yeah, there was a lot of really...
Just neat and
Yeah.
just kind of like mindful, and it was like signs basically that we were supposed to be there on this day at that time type of thing.
Didn't see anybody we knew there, but there was a
No.
lot of signs that came out of the
Yeah.
sessions. So,
It was cool.
it was good.
Great day.
Grace behaved. She's talking and gabbing a lot more whenever and wherever she wants with strangers.
Oh, we went to the grocery store today on the way home.
We went to Winco, and they've got concrete floors and
High
open,
ceilings.
high vaulted ceilings. It's just industrial, all open. And this little one was yelling
High
at the
pitch
high pitched
at
because
the top of her lungs.
it echoed, and she heard her echo. So
Like
we're going through the grocery store, and all you hear is just
like the high pitched squeal
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh. So
It was funny.
it was
People
very
were
funny.
laughing,
Yes.
and
But at the same time, it was
Grace was
so
like
loud.
had this huge smile on her face
Yep.
the whole time. Super funny.
Yeah. That was
And
an
then
adventure.
we got home, and Grace needed a nap, and Daddy needed a nap,
I did too, but I had to run the fire and things
and draw houses.
and draw.
So Grace and I took a nap.
Yep.
And then, then we got up, had kind of fend for yourself night for dinner.
Cereal,
Cereal.
plain Cheerios and milk. So
and,
good.
And bananas in mine.
No.
And then there was a knock at the door at like 6:30, and it was one of the missionaries that baptized me, or helped convert me to baptism. So
Yes.
he came with a friend. He's going to school in Salt Lake, and he came with a friend just to visit, and it was a nice surprise. We visited for like an hour, and
Yeah.
it was really good to catch up. We'll probably go fishing later this year, or next year, since the year's over.
But normally we would have been in bed and Grace would have been in bed.
Yeah.
But since Grace and Nick took naps, they were awake and they just happened to come. They didn't call or anything.
They just
They
showed up.
showed up. And
It was great.
luckily,
It was a good visit.
I mean,
Terry's like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "What?" Because all our windows are closed because we're keeping heat out in. And she's like, "I think I heard a car door." So I crawled upstairs, peeked out the top window, and sure enough, there was a car in the driveway. I'm like, "Yeah, somebody's here." He got a new car, so we didn't know who he was. "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you so tired? It's 8:15. It's way past your bedtime."
Yep.
What is this, chocolate?
Is it?
Yeah.
Or a rock?
No, it's chocolate. Yeah, she had some of my chocolate muffin today.
Grace, nice hair.
Nice hair, baby. Yeah.
Yesterday, leading up to us going to the temple. So Nick's temple pants, they come,
Unhemmed.
unhemmed, but extra long. That you just buy the waist size that you need, and then you can hem them to the length that you need. Well, ow! Dude,
Yeah,
don't
she
bite.
did that yesterday. Don't do that.
You can't bite, baby.
No biting.
Oh, you are so cute.
She was about to cry.
Don't cry.
Sorry, you can't bite people.
Anyways.
She bit me in the shoulder yesterday.
Yeah.
It's when she gets tired like this. She's ready to go to bed. So quickly, wrap up your
Okay.
story.
We
Pants,
got
need
our
hemmed.
temple clothes back in August. He got the right size for his waist. We needed to hem them. I measured them out, but
Pinned them.
I pinned them, and I needed an iron. We don't have an iron. We can't power an iron. So I talked to a couple people. They're like, yeah, we have irons, but I just never got over there. Well, yesterday I was out. Well, 2 days ago, I texted a lady from church who said that she would help me. And I said, hey, can I come over to your house so I can use your
Let me get a
iron?
bottle going.
Okay. So that I can use your iron. And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll be home in the afternoon. And I said, okay. So yesterday morning, after Grace woke up from her nap, after she woke up from her nap, we went for a walk and we saw one of our other neighbors. And I told her that I needed to do Nick's pants. And she's like, oh, why don't you just come up to our house? And this is a neighbor who lives 1,000 feet up from where we live. It's a mile up that way, 1,000 feet up. Anyway, so I'm like, okay. So I go home, I load up the car with everything I need, and I go drive a mile up, and then I get to their driveway, and their driveway is really steep, and there's snow on it. So my car, it goes halfway up, and then kind of spins out. So I reverse, I try to get up some speed to go up, and it doesn't work. And anyways, I tried 4 times. And then I was like, oh, I have chains. So I got the chains out of the trunk and I went to go put them on a tire, but I couldn't figure it out. So I go get the instructions for the chains and I'm reading and I'm trying to put the chains on and I just can't do it. So I end up driving back home and I was like, I have to get these pants done. Oh yeah, meanwhile, I had texted the lady and said, oh, I'm going to go over to these other people's house. So she said, okay, that's fine. Anyway, so I went to a third person's house because they, a while back, said that they could help too. They also made Grace some really nice baby blankets. So I went over to their house, and the grandma, who was like a sewing expert, wasn't home at the time. So I just stayed and visited with them for like 30 minutes until she got home. And she's like, oh, when do you need them by? I'm like, well, in the morning we're going to try to go to the temple. And she's like, okay. So she's like, I'll bring them, fix them up for you, and then I'll bring them over. So it was nice because I didn't have to sew them or anything like that. Like, she ironed them, sewed them, totally took care of everything, brought them over. So we could go to any temple. Most temples don't rent clothing. Salt Lake one does, and I think one other one does, but the other ones do not. So that's why we needed to have pants hemmed so that we could go to a smaller temple instead of going to Salt Lake Temple again. Anyways, it was a crazy little afternoon. Great day. Oh, and Grace has been so much more pleasant compared to the last couple days, huh? Yeah. Yay! Yesterday she was trying to take a nap. So she was laying there and she was almost asleep. And then her eyes open and she starts clapping. And then she lays back down and goes to sleep. You like to clap, don't you? They're really bright. Anyway, Gracie. She needs a diaper change too.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
Congratulations to my cousin who got married today, Miss Deborah. We're super excited for you. Hope it's awesome to Mr. Tyler. So, congrats to Deborah and Tyler. Sorry I couldn't be there, but we know lots of other family was there to support you guys. And heard it was an awesome time. So, I think that's all. We need to get this one off to bed, and I'm ready to go back to bed too. So,
I'm going to watch a movie.
that's a good idea. I might fall asleep to a movie.
I want popcorn though too.
Well, you can do that on your own. Anyway, we'll see everybody tomorrow. It's time to get Gracie off to bed.
Gracie, say bye-bye.
Say bye. Yeah.
Can you wave? Say bye.
See ya.